Alright. Hey guys, this is Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. Should be a pretty nice run, it's any percent. It has some pretty cool tricks and it only has like 2 real glitches. The rest of it is glitchless. And it's pretty cool. I hope everyone is alright. It's like 5 AM in Germany, so yeah. For those who are strong, good job. Alright. Now, let's start. Oh yeah, the GameCube version and the GameCube, PS2 and Xbox versions are actually different to the PC versions. This is the PC version, obviously. Alright, we're gonna start in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so we have a cutscene at the beginning. You can't skip the cutscenes in this game. I don't know. They took it off. In HP2 you could skip the cutscenes. In HP1 you can't, and in HP3 they were like, okay, you can in this game as well. Yeah.
It says here.
But the good thing, like you can skip some cutscenes, but some you can't. So we at least get something of the lore. I actually got into Harry Potter myself like a month ago. As a kid I never liked Harry Potter, but like 1 month ago I was starting to watch Harry Potter runs and then I was like, maybe I should read books and watch the movies. And yeah, I actually really like them. I watched all 8 movies and they are great.
I mean, they've got all the muggles looking out for him too.
But I actually started running this game before watching any of the movies, so it's kind of funny.
Calm down, Ron. You don't want to wake Professor Lupin.
Yeah, that's Professor Lupin. Alright.
Don't worry, Ron. We'll help you find Scabbers.
So we pretty much can only skip one cutscene in Train. This is like tutorial, just chasing after Scabbers.
You can cast
The useless red.
that door, Harry. Hold down the left mouse button to activate your wand.
Yeah, teaching us how to use our wands. Alright, now I'm gonna do a cutscene skip.
And you'll cast a spell.
And I basically jumped over the cutscene trigger.
We'll have to jump
But
up
it's kind of weird, because that cutscene skip only works when you have turned the game to the highest detail and highest world detail. Like you have to play on the highest version for the box to be there, so you could jump over the cutscene trigger. It's kind of dumb.
Suppose we'll have to push this thing out of the way.
There's also lots of stuff you could do, yeah, like you could reduce the quality and despawn blocks, then you can stand where blocks would stand, turn up the graphics, and then you clip out of bounds. Oh yeah, I didn't mean to walk through the safe book. It's fine. Marathon safety, even though I can't die.
Oh, really, Ron? You might think about training your rat.
Wow.
Okay, this is our first glitch, and then we have like a second glitch, and the rest of it is all glitchless, but it's still really cool. Okay, it's called turn casting. So basically, you aim. Oh, okay, you aim somewhere far away, and then you turn, and you can turn through blocks and walls. So yeah, walls don't exist. You can skip this cutscene. And now we have another long cutscene with Malfoy.
Well, look who it is. Potty and the Weasel. I should have known the pathetic excuse for a rat had something to do with it.
If this is a long cutscene, would now be a good moment to just talk about the charity? Indeed, awesome. So just a little reminder, SpeedCon is benefiting Save the Children, and specifically they're benefiting the division on the COVID-19 response. So in terms of what they do, the donation impact that any donation that any of you do really can mean a lot for those affected. For instance, just $10 can provide high-nutrient peanut paste to a malnourished child for 10 days, which in this difficult period can really be vital. And the more you increase that, the more it can be, because $25 could lead, for instance, to healthy snacks to 25 kids living in rural poverty who may be missing school-provided nutrition due to school closures during this pandemic. So really, even a small donation can really make a difference for the world out there. So really, this is definitely worth donating for. And remember, always, there are so many incentives to donate for, and if you have to check them out, do type !incentives in your chat to see which ones you'd like to donate for. So yeah, thank you.
I donated myself like $1 to the Fire Emblem 3 Hours run for the female character, so the female character is now winning, and I hope it stays that way. And yeah, the book I defeated, like the monster book with monsters, that's like the first RNG thing in the run. Like you can have 7 pages, 6 pages. It's weird because they programmed them weird, so sometimes they collide into each other and then the pages fall out of bounds. And yeah, the more pages that fall out of bounds, the more time you lose. Like the worst you can get is like a 4-page fight, and it just takes so long. And this is the second part of RNG. It's just RNG. Which one of those obstacles can be first? Oh, was right. All right. And that should be it for train. So now we have like a 55-second
Harry,
cutscene
Ron, and Hermione were delighted to be back at Hogwarts.
explaining some lore.
Harry's encounter
So
with
I don't
the
have to
Dementor
explain it.
had caused him no serious harm, other than a growing
But yeah, the
feeling
games kind of differ from the movies
Three
a little
friends
bit.
hurried to their first class of the term, anxious to resume their lessons.
Some stuff looks like
I'm
in the
Professor
movies,
Lupin,
like this room is
your new defense
kind of like
against
the
dark
movies,
arts teacher.
but
Our first
overall
lesson involves
Hogwarts
the
doesn't
spell
look
Carpe
anything
Retracte.
remotely like the movies.
Ron Weasley,
Imagine
would you
knowing
please
lore.
join me?
I mean, I know it.
Me? Sure.
So yeah,
Hermione
the gimmick of
loads
this game
extra
is
spells.
that you can play like Ron, Hermione, and
do
Harry
fine.
for the first time.
Just step through this door.
And it's kind of cool because everyone has like their own spell, and it's like basically the gimmick of the game. That at the end you have to do everyone's final exam. It's kind of cool.
Hello?
And yeah,
Lupin?
Ron is pretty
Welcome
much the
to the
worst
Carpe
thing in the
Retracte
entire run
challenge, Ron.
because he has the hardest
There are
parts.
10 challenge shields scattered throughout the challenge.
Carpe
Some
Retractum
are
is
well
broken, by the
Find
way.
all 10 shields to earn
I'm
a
gonna
visit
show
to
you how
the
broken
bonus
it
room.
is
If you don't find all
in
the
just a
shields
few
your first
minutes.
time through, you can always come back. Complete the challenge by
So yeah, because
collecting
this
the
is any
final
percent, we
shield.
only need to collect the final shield. He's gonna
Let's get
complain
started.
about it and say,
Carpe
oh, you
Retractum
don't
has
get
two
into the
primary uses.
bonus room, but
To
we
pull
don't
yourself
want to
towards
go there
something,
because it would
or to
waste
pull
so much
something
time.
towards you. See if you can find a statue to cast a
Spend like
spell.
1-2 minutes in the bean bonus
What
room
happens?
collecting beans.
Carpe Retracte.
And nobody wants that.
Carpe Retracte.
Excellent.
So yeah,
You can also use Carpe Retractum.
when you jump, after you cast the spell,
Carpe
you can
Retractum also be
skip
used to
the
pull
pulling
things towards
cutscene
you.
that
See
normally
if you can find
happens.
something to cast.
Carpe Retracte.
Then
Also,
climb
another
up
thing about this game is like when you press shift while climbing up a ledge, you can climb a
You can
ledge
jump over
faster.
first like this one, Ron. Hold down the
So
forward arrow
now
key
there's
to
another
reflex
cutscene skip.
When you get to the edge, continue holding the arrow key and press the right mouse
Normally
button
you
to
would
jump.
explain how to pull those strings, and I skipped it by jumping around it, just like in a train. And there's my nightmare. Imps are
That thing doesn't
imps
look
are
very
very
That is
RNG
an
heavy.
imp, Ron. Beware.
You can
It
RNG
might throw
manipulate
exploding
this
wizard
one,
crackers.
but you can't manipulate
Spells
the
may not be
others. It's
effective
kind of
in
dumb.
this situation. Try not to let the wizard crackers touch you while they're in the air. When they land,
Also, they're wearing
pick them
cute
up.
little underwear.
But be
Sometimes I ask
If you're not
myself,
quick enough, the
who put
crackers
on
will explode.
the underwear for those imps? Like, was it Professor Lupin?
Go ahead.
No!
See if you can pick up a
Messed up.
wizard cracker and throw it back at the imp. Perfect.
Oh, I didn't.
Now let's
I
put
got
your
it.
training to the test. Splendid, Ron.
Nice.
Right. Pumpkin pasty.
But yeah, Ron basically is always happy about beads, pumpkin cascades, everything. Because he wants to be better than his brothers, Fred and George. Like, he wants to show them I have more beads than you. And yeah, that's a cool cave. And 100% it's kind of important when you collect those, because you need to buy lots of stuff. Okay. So now what I'm doing is I'm abusing momentum to boost myself over the gap. No, it's fine. So yeah, that didn't work. Yeah, yeah, you kind of have to be quick. Oh, come on. Yeah, that's how it's done. Getting basically lots of speed by the first carpet retracting spell I do, and then you have enough speed, and then you have to aim again at the same carpet retracting point, and you basically do a huge Tarzan swing.
Professor?
That's a fire crab, Ron. Be careful.
Yeah, fire crabs
It
are
can shoot
annoying.
fire out of its,
Because when you try to push them
backside.
into
Cast
the
Great December
cages,
to knock it over. Then
I
cast
guess
again as needed to knock
cages,
the fire
sometimes they
crab into
bonk on the top of it. This one was nice.
Please tell me that's the way out.
Basically just want to spam the mouse button. And it's also RNG where they spawn in this room. And sometimes that happens. Okay, another Tarzan swing. No. Yeah, that's why Carper is like the #1 run killer. Because swings are really hard. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. And we do another swing to get up here. Platform moving away, yeah. Cycles. Oh, okay. Do another Tarzan swing. That was weird, but it worked. I don't care. Alright. And yeah, first part of Carper is done. Second one isn't that long. We have another fire crab. This one likes to troll you by bumping. Yeah, by doing that. Just bumping on the top of the cage. So yeah. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh well, it's fine. So we can just jump over the safe book if you're good enough. And yeah, oh my god, imps. Imps. Yeah, the HP free community call us pimps. Because they're annoying. It's faster to target this one. It's like faster by a second. She only needs to pull one and then climb up. Now I'm doing momentum abuse again by landing on those platforms and using their upwards movement to boost myself with a jump.
Well done, Ron.
Yeah, and then now he's
Unfortunately,
complaining
you
that
didn't
we didn't
find
collect
all
all
of
the
the
challenge
challenge
shields.
You'll need all 10 to unlock the beam bonus.
But I
room.
don't want to
So,
go there.
Come back anytime you want to give the challenge another
I don't
go.
want to. And yeah, Ron's cutscene after he learned the spell is the only one that can be skipped. Cutscene skips are also kind of weird in this game. Like, for some cutscenes you have to time. You have to do a special timing for to get the to get a fast cutscene skip. In HP2 you could just spam the cutscene skip button, but in this game sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So what I'm doing here is I'm trying to jump on the torch. Normally we're supposed to go to Fred and George's shop and talk to them and get a map. The Marauders map, I think it's called. But, yeah, we skipped that by just jumping on the torch. And then just jumping over the fence. Which is also glitchless. So yeah, the second glitch we see, it's called a lag jump. We're gonna do it in Draconiforce. When Hermione learns Transfiguration. And yeah, this is Buckbeak.
What's that thing?
Buckbeak was cute in the movies, but he's kinda not in this game. Yeah, boy.
Welcome to Care of Magical Creatures class. I'll be teaching you this term. I'd like to introduce you to Buckbeak. He's a hippogriff. Today, you'll be learning how to
Yeah, this is also the first year Hagrid is allowed to teach something. And it's the last time he did. Yeah, he taught something. Kinda sad.
Hello, Buckbeak. There's a good hippogriff.
Your goal
Feels
is
bad,
to
man,
fly
Hagrid.
through enough bats to beat the top number on the counter. As soon as you're ready, just click the right mouse button.
So yeah, this is
to
basically an
make Beaky
auto-scroller. You can lose it if you're, like, not careful. Like, I really shouldn't skip that many rings, but I'm gonna do it anyways.
Yes!
So yeah. It's the only time we fly him in this run. And 100% you ride him, like, more, because you get cards. But in this run we just don't care for anything. Just want to play the game as fast as possible.
There's a good fellow.
Flying! So yeah. Now I'm skipping all the rings, because the finished ring also counts for points. I shouldn't have said it. I should have been like, oh no, I lost! And then be like, ooh, I didn't. Oh well.
A collector's card.
A collector's card.
really well done.
In the movie they're like
Come
really
back to the
cool, like you
paddock
can see them
anytime you want
moving. In this
another
game
go.
they're just
There's
like
5
normal
courses
cards.
to fly in all, and you can win a collector's card on each of them.
So yeah. This adds to the lore. So yeah, for those who don't know, like, Malfoy gets attacked by Buckbeak because he's aggravating him. And then he's like he tells his father, and his father is like, you have to execute that thing because it's dangerous.
Madam Pomfrey can make cuts
pretty
in about
funny.
a second.
You can bet Malfoy will make something out of this.
And he's like, oh, I fought that beast. Malfoy is kind of funny. Yeah. This cutscene skip is kind of weird. Like, you kind of have to mash it, but also kind of have to time it. It's... Yeah, cutscene skips are just dumb. So, this is Peeves. He isn't that much in the movies, but he actually appears in all 3, like, in the first 3 games, and then I think he never appears again.
He's locked us in.
At least I haven't
I
seen
bet
him
we can beat him if we all cast at
in
once.
the other games.
Ron, get ready to use your Carpe Retractum spell when we've worn him down.
Oh, goody. 3 ickle playmates.
Yeah. It's just basically showing that you can do something different with Carpe Retractum as well. So yeah, skipping the pulling cutscene.
That's the stuff.
Also, it's teaching you how to multicast. But multicast is also kind of annoying because sometimes the AI is dumb and just won't target. Yeah, just won't target the thing you want to target. Yeah.
It's easy to be
It's pretty
brave when
much
you're
easy.
scared half to death.
We'd better get on to Transfiguration class.
Yeah, sometimes we lose
Pizza's
run on a
probably
split
made us
because
late.
yeah, it's dumb.
Hello and welcome to Transfiguration class. One of the
Just
most
because of the
advanced transfiguration
AI,
spells
but
enables
if you
a
play
wizard
H
to
before,
become animagus.
the AI
An
is
magi can
much
transform
worse.
themselves into
So
animals and then back into people.
pretty
For
glad we have
example,
this AI. But this is also kind of weird because they oh yeah, also Herm face.
Are there any questions?
They kind of went a different route with the
Professor McGonagall,
last games,
are werewolves animagi?
the last 5
no,
games.
they're not. Animagi
Like
turn into
7.1 and
animals at
7.2 is
will.
a shooter.
werewolf cannot control its transformation.
6 is basically a potion making
Now for
simulator
today's
and
lesson.
Quidditch.
The Draconifers and Lepiphors spells.
5 is
Miss Granger,
doing homework for
perhaps
others.
you'd grace the class by having a go
And
at
4
the
is like,
exercise I've prepared.
I don't know how to
Me?
explain it.
Oh, yes.
It's kind of like a beat 'em
If you'll
up.
just
Beat
step
'em up.
through this door, then
It's kind of dumb. So yeah. So Hermione's spell
let's
is
begin with the
Transfiguration.
Lepiphor spell, Miss Granger.
She can transfigure herself into
Lepiphors, the transformation
Yeah,
of a small object
transfigure
into a rabbit.
rabbits
Correct,
and
Miss
dragons.
Granger. 5 house points for Gryffindor. Cast Lepiphor
The rabbit is
on
kinda
rabbit
cool.
statue.
I don't know, I
You
like
will be able to
controlling the rabbit
control the
'cause,
transfigured rabbit.
like the music is
Use the
calming.
arrow keys to move the rabbit in the
Oh,
desired
yeah.
direction.
Okay, now I
The
don't
right
like to
mouse
control the
button
rabbit
will make the
anymore.
rabbit hop. Push
Yeah,
the
sometimes you
forward
get
arrow
stuck.
key and hold down the right mouse button for the longest jumps. Well done. Press the enter key anytime
Yeah,
you
only
wish to
thing you have
stop
to do
the
with the
spell.
rabbit
Position
is
the rabbit
just
on, or simply complete the task
eat
at hand
things
with the rabbit,
and dig
the spell will
the
stop on
goals.
its own.
Use the left mouse button to chew or dig.
So yeah. I was trying to do turn casting again because it saves a little amount of time, but it's fine. I didn't get it. Turn cast is sometimes weird. So yeah, some save books you can just you can skip. So now there's this whole thing you have to do, like you have to dig something, open the well, and other stuff. When we could just mash the jump button to get up there without any issues,
Now let's move on to the Draconiphor spell.
and just
Cast
press the
on
last
dragon
switch.
statue, Miss Granger, to transform it into a
So this
living
is lag
creature.
jump. We jump, and while we're still going up, we're holding the print key on the keyboard. The important thing is, like, when pausing, you still have to hold forward, because if you don't and you unpause, you lose all your speed. But yeah, there's also the old way of doing it, where you had to change the graphic settings from just from highest to lowest or something. It doesn't matter. You just have to change the graphic settings. But yeah, pressing the print key is basically screenshotting, and the game lags when screenshotting for whatever reason, and that can be used just to make jumps a little bit longer. So yeah,
Draconiphor.
using the dragon and the rabbit. So the dragon is kind of annoying to fly. Like, you have to run. I still have issues with flying the dragon. So we are supposed to hit all 3 statues with fire, but we can just jump on this plant, and from this plant we can jump up here. So there's no need to get the last, to breathe, to activate the last one. So this is the only time we find a Bundyman.
Is a Bundyman. A Bundyman will expel a foul trail of slime that you will need to avoid.
Ugh, it's repulsive.
You can cast
At least,
Whip to Supra to
like,
stun
there's
a
no
bandit.
RNG, just hit it and then jump on it.
You can jump on top of it to see if it will produce a reward.
And for whatever reason, you get pumpkin pass trades. So yeah, there's this whole room, and it's basically just for collecting one shield, so we can just skip it. And yeah, another round of imps. Let's see if they play nicely. Ooh, got so many of them with one hit. Nice. So you can skip this maze. It's not really a maze. But yeah, you can skip that with a few precise jumps. Like you jump onto the door frame, then you jump onto the door, and then you jump up there. And then you land here. But it's precise, kinda hard, and just not marathon, so yeah. It's kinda cool when you get it, but it's also not cool to lose like huge amounts of time.
Nicely done, Miss Granger.
So yeah, every time you complete a challenge, there's a cutscene afterwards, except for the final exams.
To earn a visit to the Bean bonus room.
But we have like
challenge again
2 cutscenes coming up, so...
Thank you, Professor McGonagall. You can be certain I'll get all of the shields next time.
Yeah, we have some time.
Awesome. If you've got some time, because I guess considering the time, I suppose we're about halfway through the run.
Yeah.
I just would like to remind that this means that we've basically got half an hour until the Fire Emblem Three Houses Bid Wars close. So there's not much time left for that. If you want to make a change, because as of right now, the current state is that Byleth will be made female, and there's just a $1 gap between the two. So if anybody of you want to make that change and make Byleth male, it's only a couple dollars. Or if the gender of Byleth is not what interests you, you can also change the name of Byleth because right now the current bid war is on Cyrus being the name at $12. And remember, you can also put your own custom option for maximum character limit of 8. So definitely you can get those donations in for that. You don't have much time left for that, so definitely right now is a great moment to make those changes if you want to see them. Let's see what happens.
So yeah, in the first 2 games you were able to play Quidditch, but in this game they just took it off and make it a cutscene. I don't know why, because playing Quidditch was kinda nice. In 6 it's not nice, because it takes so long. But in this game, yeah, in HP 1 and 2 it actually felt good to play Quidditch.
Now we obviously can't bring a real Dementor into
There's
the
also
castle,
a weird game called Quidditch World Cup. It's a weird game. It's like FIFA, but for Quidditch. And yeah, the 100% speedrun of it is like, it's so long. It's so long. And the world record holder was basically, my hands were hurt. I never do this again.
Right.
So yeah, Expecto Patronum. The fastest way you do it is like you wait for the halo to go like halfway up the wand, and then you release the spell.
You're ready for the next stage of the lesson.
But yeah,
sometimes
and be ready to use sometimes the Dementors troll you and it just doesn't work. Especially this one, which is coming up. Yeah, it's annoying. But yeah, in the movie, Expected Patronum is completely different. And in 7.1 you can do the Patronus spell, but oh my god. But all you do is like, you hold one key down. And it does it automatically. In this game you have to wait for a halo to move up the wand, release it.
Cast a perfect Patronus at a box
Yeah,
to
it's
disable it.
kinda done.
Make perfect casts at each bonnet in the area before the spell has time to wear off.
But yeah, this section in the movie is much longer. Because it teaches Harry how to use, what's important to use the Patronus spell. Like you need to think of something really positive, like his happiest thought. In this game it's just, just hold the button, it's fine. So yeah, this is lively, just have to find a few flying books. Why they fly, no idea. So yeah, you just spam the button and try to kill him as fast as possible. So yeah, now you use like all their abilities together. Like you use Harper, you use the Tarzan swing, then you aim up here, jump, and not land in the cutscene trigger. Normally you're supposed to pull that switch, but yeah, you can just land in that cutscene, and then Hermione gets behind the door. And yeah, now she's in here. Sometimes you get soft lock in this, but I didn't, so that's what I'm glad about. So yeah, using another turn cast for Draconophores. Yeah, there's like two places in this run where you could soft lock, but like the first one only happens when you don't cap the frames at 60 FPS. It's important to cap the frames at 60 FPS because they didn't cap it when programming it, or like they tried to cap it, but they made some mistakes. It's kind of interesting. So we have to use a program, it's called Dextery, to cap the frames at 60 FPS. There's also like on category extension there's like 120 FPS runs and stuff like that. But those are like only for HP 1 and 2, because most of the time you just soft lock with imps. Like the first time you see an imp, it just soft locks. You just stand there and the imp is like, what's up? I'm not throwing anything.
Excellent.
Yeah, it's solid ice.
Here's the best bit, Harry. Time to go.
I didn't know there was like liquid ice.
Just use the left and right arrow keys to
It's solid ice. Thank you, Harry.
Press the up arrow to go faster and the down arrow to slow
Oh my.
down.
I don't know why they made it.
At the end of the challenge.
Like Harry's ability is kind of boring, CBH. This reminds me a lot of Super Mario 64, the Kuko Mountain slide. I saved twice. Better safe than sorry. Didn't need to do that. So yeah, salamanders can be annoying because you have to kill the salamanders and turn off the fire. Because if you don't do that, they just keep respawning. Liquefied ice. Yeah, no. The liquefied ice. So yeah. Oh yeah, I didn't explain pixies. Like for pixies you always want to aim at the first one who's like not moving. That's the fastest way to kill them. Doesn't save much, but it's still better to just kill the first one that stops. But yeah, like I said, Harry's Glacier is kind of boring. Just sliding around and watching out if you don't fall off. So now there's a trick coming up. Let's hope I can get it. So first we have pixies. Again, aim at that one first. So now I mash the cutscene skip button. Then the bridge will rise up. And then I do the same thing. Oh, nice. The same thing as I did in Carper with the platform. I use the momentum to give me a huge boost to land up here, right here. That skips like fighting 2 salamanders, pushing 2 switches, which is kind of long. It saves like 40 seconds, I think. It's a lot of time saved. Oh my god. Yeah. If you did... That was... Okay, those imps were okay, I guess. I got worse imps. So yeah, now just sliding. Also another weird thing about this game. Like, the manters and sliding are really loud. I don't know why it happens, but if you turn down the sound effects in this game, basically the sliding and the manters gets louder. Oh. Yeah. I was holding forward, and you're not supposed to hold forward. I wasn't paying attention. But yeah, it's kinda dumb. Like, you turn down the volume and the manters and sliding just gets louder and louder. I don't know how they missed that. Also, I was considering running on the German version just for the meme. But I didn't. I should have made it in Croatian instead of if I ran the German version or the English one. Could have run the French version or the Spanish version. Could have run all the different languages.
Excellent job, Harry. You've completed the Glaciers challenge.
So yeah,
Oh,
another
but I see
cutscene.
you didn't find all of the challenge shields. Ah, it's a shame.
Yeah, now there's not
Right,
much
anytime
left to the
you want
run.
to
It's
give the
like
challenge another try.
should only
Find
take
all
like
10
15
shields
minutes
and
from
you'll
now.
get to go to the bean bonus room.
Thanks, Professor Flitwick. I'll be back.
Well, with 15 minutes left, he doesn't know what to do in those next 15 minutes.
How was it?
You can freeze things now.
I could slide everywhere.
Even
Wicked.
I remember that, even if those bit wars do not interest you, which they should because they are, there also are other bit wars incoming, such as for Saints Row the Third, for choosing whether you want a male or female character, which currently does not have any money put into it. But this one seems like a fun one, so I also just wanted to remind about that one, because that one's also worth looking into.
Outcome of Buckbeak's trial.
Was that? I think it was.
Poor Buckbeak.
So yeah,
Poor Hagrid.
because of Malfoy, Buckbeak got executed because he's dangerous,
See, Ron.
a dangerous species, and yeah, they did it basically in Hagrid's garden. Also, this scene is much more different in the movie. It's also much more violent.
I've got you, you naughty rats.
But yeah, another weird thing is like, the whole time, like when Harry got the Marauders map, there was always Peter Pettigrew on the map. And like they never were like, who's Peter Pettigrew? Why is he always next to Ron? It's kind of weird. So yeah, Willow is kind of annoying. Because, yeah, the eye is dumb. For those skeletons, you have to hit the... Yeah. You have to pass both of them at them. And sometimes Hermione just decides to take vacation. Or go on vacation. Yeah, like that. Yeah, it's done.
Thank goodness. Chocolate frogs.
That one was nice. That one wasn't. Hermione, what are you doing? Like, look at that. He's like, I want to climb up. No! Okay. Yeah. Like I said, the eyes sometimes is really dumb.
You're quite impressive with that Glacier's charm, Harry.
Yeah, and like in the cutscene, you saw, even Harry was like, I can slide everywhere now. Yay! And then Hermione is like, I can turn things into dragons, and Ron is like, I can fly everywhere. And Harry's like, oh, I can slide on ice. This door is done. This is the only door that opens that way. And it kind of messes me up sometimes. Like I just walk into it and then get pushed out of the way. So when not in a challenge or in an exam, your jumps are just teeny tiny. They're so small. Yeah, you can see it there. I don't know why, but yeah, the jumps are just so small, and it's annoying sometimes. Like gaps you could normally do in challenges, you just can't do them with the mini jumps. All right. Good night. Sleep well. So yeah, we have a few more skeletons coming up. Come on, Hermione. So now there's a puzzle. It's not really a puzzle. Just push the blocks around. Yeah. And like if you hit them twice, it takes so long to respawn. Like the only way you can kill them is like by double casting them. And like later, we don't see that in that run. Ron also gets those skeletons, and he just kills them by casting on them twice. It's kind of dumb.
Where's the dog? It's not a dog.
Yeah. This scene in the movie is much more epic.
There's no need to be afraid. Sirius Black is not what you think he is. And Scabbers, he's not a rat. He's a wizard by the name of Peter Pettigrew.
What?
Watch.
And yeah, the game also kind of doesn't explain where Peter Pettigrew goes.
I can explain.
Pettigrew's an animagus.
He kind of helps Voldemort to get back,
Black who
yeah,
betrayed your
into
parents,
human
Harry.
form.
It was Pettigrew.
That's basically what happens. In HP4. But yeah, like I said, the matches are really loud. So they're like the most annoying thing in the world. Alright. And now there's like a plot twist. Hermione is like, oh, I have the time turner. We can go back in time.
It's awfully quiet. You're sure you set the time turner back the right amount?
I don't know why. Just like that. And now they're saving Buckbeak. Like, it doesn't make sense that Buckbeak is here, because in the movie, Buckbeak is in Hagrid's garden. But in here, I don't know, they're like in this weird castle area thingy.
Oh no! The door closed!
I mean, I guess it's better to implement it like that into the game. It's still like, why are we here? Like, they executed Buckbeak in Hagrid's garden.
Nice one,
Yeah.
You open the door, but it's
Yeah, it's
too
kind of
hard for me to
dumb,
reach.
because, if you think about it, it's like, oh, they see themselves back in time and help them out. So how, yeah, it's mind-blowing.
Does that help?
Perfect.
Oh, Skyward Sword,
I'll see
yeah.
what's in there.
Back in time in Skyward Sword is kind of cool. So, what sometimes happens is that this platform moves without killing the imps. It's extremely rare, and I kind of hoped I get it in this marathon. I didn't. Kind of wish it happened, but yeah, it didn't. But I like, every time you find imps, it can be that way. Sometimes they just decide to open even though the imps are still alive.
Not yet.
And yeah, again, jumps are small
Spongify.
for no apparent reason.
Hello.
A lot of good that did. Now we're both stuck in here.
Even like, like they're not that bad programmed. Like, actually moving around in this game feels really satisfying. And it's quick movement, and it's great. But yeah, sometimes it's so. There normally there's a depulso target, like you. Oh my god, that never happened to me. Normally you're supposed to double cast on the on the depulso target, but if you turn cast with Hermione, you can just activate it now. So yeah, now we've reached Buckbeak, and now we do a Dementus again to save Harry from the past. And like Harry was like, "Oh, my father helped me," and then then when they went back in time, he kind of realized, "Oh, that was me." And like Hermione uses the time turner to repeat lessons. Also, you don't really see Snape in this game. So yeah, now the only thing left is doing the last 3 exams for all of them. Ron's final is really hard. Hermione's is easy, and Harry's is like... Harry's is just easy. They just didn't know what to do with the Glacier spell, so they were like, oh yeah, let's let him beat a bunch of enemies. but make a long slide at the beginning. Or it's not even a long slide, it's a short slide. So he does a short slide and then he beats some crabs, fights some imps. Everyone's favorite enemy when speedrunning this game. So yeah, now I'm doing again Tarzan swings, and then I'm abusing momentum to get up here. It saves like a full minute. Okay, I could have made that cycle if I was a little bit quicker, but it doesn't matter. That was kind of nice. Oh my god, redempting myself for failing the first carpet swing so often. It always feels nice to get the swings, because they're kind of hard and it's so rewarding when you get them. But yeah, that's not the last time we saw Tarzan swings. So we press the button, Spongify back up, and then we use those targets to just go to the end. Normally you're supposed to fight imps again, and we are fighting them again. Because I was like, man, I really want to find some more imps. Yeah, see what happened? It's just so random. Sometimes it's just like, oh, you beat most of them. We're just opening that thing for you now. So yeah, now Hermione's final. I'm glad that Ron's final is over. I was kind of scared I will be stuck for minutes. But yeah, it's fine. I didn't. Ooh, damn, nice. So normally you're supposed to go around this rabbit, but you can just use the Spongify target to get the rabbit back up. Oh. Doesn't matter. Oh my god. Normally I would attempt a trick to, like it's called window jump. You basically jump in that window over there, and then you jump to the platform. Forget Ron's final. This is hard. Yeah. I just want to play the rabbit even more. Rabbit is nice. Alright. Yeah, window jump normally saves like, I think it saves like 30 seconds, I'm not sure. Oh my god, can you jump? What? What? It doesn't work. What? What? Can you please work? Oh my god. I have to reload the game. Okay, maybe I can show you window jump now. Oh my god. That's the first one for me. That never happened to me. But yeah, you have to be kind of quick. Marathon luck. Yeah, man. So okay, now I'm actually attempting it. So what you do is like, you go as far to the edge as you can, then you land on top of here, then you jump into the window, and then from the window you jump in here. Also glitchless. Oh yeah, there's only one final glitch. I guess it's not really a glitch, we just jump into the cutscene trigger. So yeah. It's fine. Now we have some parkour. Yeah, we have a parkour to do with the dragon. It's mostly fine, but sometimes you like kind of see the dragon gets stuck on everything because the hitbox is just a little bit too big. So yeah, it's kind of hard. You get used to it after a while, but it's still kind of dumb that the hitbox is so huge. Falling down. Ooh. And yeah, look at all those extra stuff. You get so much sweets in this game. They must have all have carriers. And plague. I don't know. I don't know what it is in English. I think it's black. So yeah, that's Hermione done. I lost like a full minute. Oh, I lost like 2 minutes on my splits. But yeah, only thing remaining is Harry, and that should be fine. So yeah, there's a little slide. More sliding. Yeah, which is very loud. Okay, so last final stretch. So everyone's favorite enemy, some imps. Oh my god. They all threw a cracker. No! Don't go away. And yeah, you need to collect those shields, because they're like the trigger for the platform to move down. And yeah, pushing more crabs into hold. But yeah, I don't believe that they are crabs, because they kind of look like turtles or bugs. So for me, they're like fire bugs. My friend who also runs this game is always like, no, they're crabs. And I'm like, no, those aren't crabs. It's totally a bug. Or a turtle. I guess a fire turtle just sounds kind of ridiculous. A fire crab is better? Question mark. So yeah. In the finals you get lots of beams. Also the more shields you collect in the finals, the better it gets your grade at the end. And getting all the shields is like so easy in the finals. In the challenges it's harder. Which I kinda don't understand. But yeah. Yeah, Rick to Sembra. We're gonna hear that a lot. So get used to it. So yeah, these are the last imps of the run. Which I'm happy. Oh, and they weren't that bad. Glacius, Victor Sembra. Oh my. So yeah, now we're just bouncing back up. And we get rewarded with beans. And pumpkin pasta, yeah. And pumpkins. Alright, time is coming up. So, when I jump into the door, basically, and the final cutscene happens, it's
glad
time.
to see you three survived your final exams.
Oh, they were great fun.
Speak for yourself. I'll be having
Yeah,
nightmares for
I feel
months.
ya run.
Well then, let's see whether you've completed all of your third-year requirements. Looks like you...
And time.
Well done. All
GG!
you completed your third-year
Yeah.
requirements.
Splendid work.
Alright.
Absolutely splendid.
Just 20 seconds underestimate,
I
Frog.
was kinda scared. Like after my final, I was like, hopefully this is gonna be underestimated.
Now, do try and behave yourselves
But yeah.
during the summer holidays.
So, is there anything you'd like to say, like about your run as a whole?
This run wasn't that bad. I'm like only 4 minutes behind my PB.
As the Hogwarts Express carried him and his friends back
But
to
yeah,
King's
I want
Cross
to
Station,
thank everyone for
Harry
watching.
recalled something
Also,
Professor Dumbledore
like thank you to the SpeedCon team.
You think the
Organizing
dead
such a
we
great
loved
thing.
ever truly leave
Like
us?
now that we
You
need it
think that we don't recall them more
with Corona,
clearly than
it's
ever
kind of hard.
in times
But yeah,
of great
just stick
trouble?
in there, have some
Your
fun watching
father
this
is
marathon.
alive in you, Harry. It shows
I'm gonna
itself
head out
most
to bed.
plainly when you have need of him.
Yeah, because it's early morning, so hopefully everyone isn't feeling too dead.